Howdy, Possum Patty here, and it's time for a little fall activity journaling. So I'm going to go over to the shelf and get my Hello Autumn journal. Come on along. Mr. Possum and I went apple picking, one of our fun fall activities. So I'm going to go over to the shelf and get my Hello Autumn journal, which is right there, and bring it over to the table, which is right over there, and do a little journaling. And here's my Hello Autumn Early Fall journal with all the goodies on the cover from the Dollar Tree. I haven't journaled too many pages yet, but that's okay. I'm still working a lot on the summer stuff. So a few videos ago, I was talking about some delicious peaches I bought at the supermarket, but they were from a local orchard called Belltown Hill Orchards, and I looked them up on the internet, and they weren't too far away, 45 minutes, something like that. So Mr. Possum and I decided to take a ride over because it's apple picking time. And when we got there, they had a very nice farmer's market. Out front, there were a few crates of gourds, and they had these beautiful gourds, and I did buy one. I just went to grab it off the front porch. Isn't this the most beautiful gourd you've ever seen? Look at these colors. This is like people do acrylic pours, and they get all the bubbles and things in them. I love it. I love it. It's yellow and orange and green, and it's got bubbles. It's a bubble gourd. Look at that. It's got bubble design everywhere. Look at that. It is just gorgeous, 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 colorful. I like the way it bends over. It's got the stem. It's got wings. It's got all these wings. It's got all these bubbles. Look at these things. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Anyway, I bought that. I know I'm all excited about my gourd. So I bought the gourd, and then haven't cleaned it. It's a little dirty. Went inside the market, and I got Mr. Possum a cup of coffee and an apple cider donut. He loves those. I didn't eat one. They're not gluten-free. So we walked over towards the apple picking area. They had a big apple sign, and then you have to kind of go like down a hill, and there's rows and rows and rows of apple trees, and they're all trimmed very low so that it's easy to pick from. Each row is labeled with the kind of apples that they are. All very neat and well organized. Let me tell you, it was a pleasure to go to this place. So I was looking around to see if I had any apple paper, and it's pumpkins and flowers and gourds. Fall colors, but really not apples. I do have this sheet of scrapbook paper. It's got one slice of apple there, dried apple. And this is more of the paper, I believe, that came from this pack, which are going to make lovely fall backgrounds. I'm not sure what I'm going to use. This is from the Holiday Spice. These are recollections. And one of them had This one's pretty. I like that one. Oh, and this one over here had apple cider on it. And I thought this tag sort of matched this a little bit. So I don't know if I'm going to use that or not. So I'm looking around. You know, I don't have hardly anything with apples on it. Lots of pumpkin stuff. Not much apples. But I did find these. These are the wooden laser cuts from the Dollar Tree. And last year I painted these with shaving cream. That was a lot of fun. I can see if I can find that video. Look at that. So this was fun. So I said, well, I have these apples. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not. Ooh, look at that one. That one came out really nice. I wonder if I should have sealed that in there with something. Maybe I'll do that before I use it on a page. I love that one. Sorry for the racket. Mr. Possum's doing his lawn mowing and trimming. And then I'm thinking, well, I could make a paper. So I took one of the photos from down next to the trees, actually, just a cluster of apples. I made it a little small though, so I could use one of these papers for a background. You know, I might go to a blank page. And I don't know if I want to use hot apple cider yet. I thought I had a green one here. I thought I took out a green plaid page, and maybe I didn't. In my haste. Haste makes waste. Here's a nice dark green one. I don't know if this will work. It might. Pumpkins, pumpkins, pumpkins. I don't want anything too bold, I don't think, because I'm going to put this on it. Yeah, maybe just a dark background would be fine. Got little leaves on things, that's fine. And then I'm going to trim this. I'm going to cut this to the size of the page. I'll use that for the background, yeah. And I'll put that on there. And then I printed out a picture of where I was. And I'm going to put that on there. Oh, if I leave a little extra white at the bottom, I can journal down here. Okay, I printed this out. I got this paper at Walmart. I know I keep getting up. Let's see. And it is called Matte Photo Card Stock for use in any inkjet printer, or desktop cutting machines. Ideal for photo and craft projects. Double-sided printing, so you can use either side. And I think the picture came out pretty nice for matte. I didn't want glossy, because usually I use the big ones for backgrounds, so I don't like glossy backgrounds. I like the focal point to be more of a glossy like that. Okay, let me just go cut this all up. And while I'm cutting this up, I'll take you back to the orchard with me, and you can watch me pick a couple of apples. Okay, I've got my background paper down. I've got my picture put down. And I changed my mind. Instead of writing on white down here, I found these little tags. This one's cute, got little birds on it. And I'm going to put that down there. I'm going to put the picture, I gave the picture a little bit of a background too. I'm going to put the picture there, and I'm going to put the apples up there, and the tag down there, something like that. Something like that. Now these tags are from Holiday Spice. They're like little labels. They got orange slices on them, some flowers, pine cones. This is really like Thanksgiving into Christmas kind of paper, but you know, we'll make do. We'll make do. Alright, so I'm going to get this put down. So my plan is to make an apple pie. With the Cortlands tomorrow with a gluten-free crust so I can eat it. I love homemade apple pie. I don't know, there's just something about the homemade apple pie that when you buy it at the store, it just doesn't taste the same. Just does not taste the same. To get this right. Alright, so let's see. It's going to have to kind of come up here. So I'm putting the picture of the apples. I'm putting the picture of where it was. And the tag that says apple picking fun, and we picked the Cortlands. And I'm gluing over here on this piece of paper here because I overglue everything. Overglue. I'm a glue maniac. I put a little glue stick in the middle, a little tacky glue around the edge. Because I'm glue crazy. And that goes down here. And everything fits on. Okay. So that's my apple picking page. That's my apple picking page. But on the way out to this orchard, we were following the GPS because we had never been there before. We passed another orchard, and they had a big sign that said, you pick for peaches. So I told Mr. Possum, I said, well, let's go to Belltown and do the apple picking, and we'll stop at this place on the way back and pick some peaches because, you know, I like to spread my wealth around. I can't spend all of my $10 bills in one place. So, you know, I spend $10 here and I'll go spend $10 over there. So we got to the other place, and they were called Dineros, I believe. Dineros. Let me look that up. So, D-O-N-D-E-R-O, Dinero Orchards. And they had a big sign, pick your own peaches. So I grabbed a bag. They had a little table, and it had the pick your own bags. And so I grabbed a bag, and we walked out to where it said peaches. And there was not one peach anywhere on any of the peach trees. They were completely picked. The peach trees were completely picked over. So we did go up to the farm stand, and they had some peaches for sale. out in front of the store, so I bought those, and I also bought a couple of Honeycrisps because I love Honeycrisp apples. And they had these beautiful flowers out front, and they were zinnias like I grow, and a lot of celosia, and it looked like these are Gomfreda, I think they call them, Gomfreda, but very colorful. So look at this. I printed this out like way too big. I did not mean to print this out so big. Yeah, so I got this big giant picture page here. So I wanted to put it next to the apples. Well, should I put it on a double spread? I don't want to cover that up. I don't think there's a blank one here. No. So it's not quite big enough to cover a big spread. All right, so I'm going to trim this so that it will almost cover this page. And then I just save the other half. That's it. So I'm going to trim this down. And these are pretty. These are gorgeous. Oh, and I printed out a picture of me with the flowers, so I'll put that on there. All right, so let me figure out how I want to trim this. Okay, I chopped it in half. Well, this side's a little smaller, but still, this is very usable for another page. That might look nice on a butterfly page. So that is my background, and this is me with the flowers in front of me, and I took a little tag that came from this set over here, and I'm going to put it this way, like that. And that'll be this spread. I wound up making the backgrounds out of the photos, but I do have a background. Or maybe that's a background, maybe that's more of a focal point. And this is more information. And this is going to be it. I just wanted to share with you our little apple picking adventure. And maybe tomorrow I'll make an apple pie. But I might hop back to my beautiful journal now and work on that. Because there's only a few more pages. I know I keep saying that. Saying that and saying that and saying that, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get this done, and now I'm working on this one. That's all right. It's all good. It's all good. There. Very colorful. Very, very, very colorful. Well, autumn is very colorful, isn't it? Okay, and I took out a new pen. I had been journaling with the black micron, a 005 for some small writing, and a 05 for some heavier, bolder print. And I went in the drawer and got this more of a brown color, because I thought that'll look nice with these fall theme here, using the brown. So I might leave that out and use that a little bit in this journal. I didn't use any of those fall brownish papers at all, did I? No, I didn't, but I did the green one. All right, well, thanks for coming along today for just 2 simple journaling pages, just to give you an idea of how different ways you can use pictures as backgrounds and as focal points. So I want to wish everybody happy daily journaling, happy not so daily journaling, and happy junk journaling. And if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, happy fall. Bye-bye.